money to give away. We have two delightful players, and we also have a new car to give away, and the two prettiest ladies in television. I want you to meet our two lovely dealers on Card Sharks. Here they are. This is Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams, our dealers. Aha! Gotta tell you.
Good morning. What?
Gotta tell you.
What?
I just got back from Dallas-Fort Worth, and everybody says, say hi to Lacey and Susanna. So hi, Lacey and Susanna, from everybody in Dallas-Fort Worth. They love you.
Great.
Good.
That's my home, yeah.
I know it is, yes. Oh, but some guy said you owed him money. I wanted to tell you.
Oh, no.
No. Okay. Let's
Tell
play
me
the
check's
cards,
in the mail.
okay? Let's meet our card sharks. Here they come.
Hi.
You ought to be so happy.
I am thrilled.
You ought to be thrilled. Sally, let me tell you about Sally, you guys, because Sally has won $16,014, a new car in that. That's in cash and prizes. Isn't that amazing?
It is wonderful. I'm thrilled.
Go on a game show and win all of this, and here you are again trying to do it again.
I sure am. I'm Sally Losink. I'm from Laguna Niguel. I am happily married with 4 children, ages 10 through 24, and I am the manager of my little girls softball team, the Radical Royals.
Who cares?
They do. She's in the audience.
That's what I knew. You see, you had to say that. The whole team? You brought the whole team?
Well, I brought one of the other players. There's 2 of them in there.
What do we got out there? Shortstop and a fielder? What do we
We've got a pitcher and we got a second baseman, and so far they are undefeated, leading the league.
How many games?
We've 3.
3 games.
Yay!
All right. Robert says enough of that softball
Yes,
stuff. I want to talk.
I'm Robert Sr. from Robbinsville, a small town in western North Carolina. I'm retired. I'm traveling the country in a motor home, and I've got my eye on that red car to pull behind it.
Oh, I thought you looked at Sally and said, get your eye on her.
Well, I had to look just sort of past it because my wife's out here in the audience.
You devil, you. You got a motorhome, too. You don't play shortstop, do you, Robert?
Well, no, but I might play umpire.
Okay, here we go.
Not
You got to play
referee,
this game. You win 2 games, you're the champ. Go on to play for the big money in the new car. Good luck to the both of you. Susanna's got the cards all dealt out from decks you cut earlier, and here's our first question of the day. And our first question goes like this. Sally, we surveyed 100 men who are millionaires, and we asked them, have you ever bought a woman a mink coat? How many millionaires have bought a woman a mink coat?
Oh, I think that's a high number, because I think with being a millionaire, it just comes, you got to live with what you have. And I think a mink coat is part of the territory. So I'm going to say that 87.
87 out of 100 millionaires have actually bought a woman a mink coat. Robert, what do you think? Higher or lower than 87?
I think that millionaires got a lot of money to spend, but these days those mink coats I don't believe are as important to them as maybe a Ferrari or some other big car. Even one like that would do
that'll
for
work.
me. That's right. I think that's a good number, but I believe it's going to be a little bit lower.
Lower than that, the actual number of millionaires who bought a woman a mink coat is 63. You're right, Robert. Absolutely. Men don't buy mink coats anymore, do they?
Not really.
Has a guy ever bought you a mink coat?
Yes.
Oh, you devil, you. That's that guy that wants you to pay him the money. Oh, never mind. Robert, here's your first card. Look at that.
Oh, what a card. No.
Lower than the 8. Yeah.
All right.
Higher than the 3. No.
Oh.
That'll take the wind out of you, won't it, Robert? Sally, you're playing free. Here's your card. Can't change. You got to play.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the 10. It's a 7.
I'm going to go higher.
Is it higher than the 7? Yes.
Lower.
The lady's going on. Got it again. Okay, if it's higher, you win game number 1. Higher than the 4. Yeah. Bingo. I forgot to tell you, Robert, that she's very sneaky.
I know that.
If you open the door, she'll take advantage of you. So she wins game number 1. We'll be back to start game number 2, find out who our champion's going to be on Card Shark right after this.
This is your friend. Of course I'll go to the prom with you.
A better understanding of better intimate care.
Welcome back to Card Shark. Now, Sally's won the first game. You got $100. That means if you win the next game, you're the champ. Go on and play for the big money. So, Robert, you have to win this.
I realize that.
Susanna's going to deal out the cards from the same deck, and we're on our way with game number 2. And here we go. And this first question now is yours, Robert. And this question involves 10 women who have been married less than a year. And they're in our studio audience. I want you to meet them right now. Here they are.
Well, hello, ladies.
All married less than a year. Now, Robert, before the show, we asked these 10 newlywed women, did your husband act a lot more romantic when he was courting you than he does now that you're married? How many of these 10 women said their husband was more romantic before they were married?
Well, that's a real problem. I don't know if I was one of these gentlemen that were courting their girlfriend. With as pretty girls as they are, I don't know whether it would make a whole lot of difference. But in this particular case, being I have to come with an answer, I would say 4.
4 out of the 10 women said their husband was more romantic before they were married. Is that what you're telling me?
That is
Sally, higher or lower than that, please?
I think it's going to be higher because they have only been married less than a year. So those men are still being romantic. It's when you've been married 5 or 10 years.
Well, make sure your reasoning matches your answer.
Okay.
Okay. He said 4 out of 10 women said their husband was more romantic before they were married.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, then I am going to go less than 4.
Less than?
You're right.
Less than
Lower.
4.
Lower. Right. Thank you. That's right.
Okay, here we go. The actual number of these women whose husband was more romantic before they were married is 4 of them. Sally, you got all excited. You thought you won $100, didn't you? Yeah. There's $100 for you, right?
Wow.
Sally thought she won.
What?
And we're going to share $100 down there. Which 4 of you ladies said your husband was more romantic? Really? It is a problem, isn't it, Noelle?
Well, he used to come home and greet me with hugs and kisses at the door, and now that we're married, he just kind of pushes me out of the way and goes straight for our dog.
Right for the dog. May I make a suggestion? If when you open the door, you have the same amount of clothes on the dog does, he might go to you first. I mean, why not?
Oh, Bob.
Robert, here's your card. It's a queen. Lower than the queen. Got an 8 for you. What are you going to do, Robert?
Freeze.
You're going to freeze there. Oh, Robert, you big chicken. That's
I had
all right.
to freeze on
No,
that.
I don't blame you because that keeps your opponent away from the
I know
cards.
she's good.
Yes, she is good.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Sally, this is yours. We surveyed 100 third-grade boys. We asked them, if you're going to get punished, which is worse? When your mom spanks you right then, or when she says, wait till your father gets home? How many third-grade boys said it's worse when mom says, wait till your father gets home?
Oh, I think that'd be high because I know when I spank my kids, it's a joke. I mean, you know, I just don't have enough power in my hands to make it hurt. But with their father, he's got a lot more strength, and if he spanks them, they're going to know they've been spanked. So I'm going to say that that's going to be a high number. I'm going to go with 82.
They say 82 out of 100 say it's worse when mom says, wait till father gets
Yep.
home. Robert, higher or lower than 82?
Well, that's a real tough question. I know with my children, they would rather had their mother spank them than to wait for me to get home. Now, she says it's going to be...
82 out of 100. Higher or lower than that, sir?
I think it's going to be a little bit lower.
A little lower than that, okay? The actual number of third-grade boys who said it's worse when mom says, wait till your father gets home, is 45. Oh, considerably lower. See there. All right, Robert, now you want to change
Change
the 8?
that card.
Yeah, we will. 8 now will become a 6.
Higher.
Going to go higher than the 6. All right, is it higher? Yes, it is.
Lower.
Will it be lower than the jack? No.
Oh,
Boy, you're running
Here we go.
again.
You open the door for the lady. Here we go. All right, Sally, here's your card.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the jack. It is not lower than the jack. No. All right, so there we are. Right back to where we
Saved
started
by the
from.
bell.
Cards are rolling kind of bad right now. We'll pause for a couple of words. We'll be right back with more card sharks in just a minute, okay?
This ordinary-looking bed is the key to a restful...
7:30 only on Game Show Network.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Let's continue with this match to find out who our champion's going to be. Will it be Sally? Will it be Robert? Let's go to our next question. Here we go. Robert, this is your question. And Robert, this is an educated guess question. So if you are ready, here we go. In America, Robert, in America right now, 52% of American women have a job. 30 years ago, in 1957, what percentage of women had a job?
In 1957, you say?
Yes, sir. I was a baby then. But
yes. In 57, it was getting a little better, and the women were taking over the job market a lot better at that particular time. And I think it's going to be a fairly good number. Now, you're asking for a percentage, are you?
Yeah, sometime today, Robert. I was curious about the actual percentage of women, 30 years ago in 1957, what percentage of women had a job?
About 38%.
38%. All right, Sally, will it be higher or lower than that?
I think in the 50s, women were still staying at home. They were more homemakers then. I'm going to say it's lower.
I think it's lower than that. Okay, let's see. Audience seems to agree with you. We'll find out. The actual percentage of women 30 years ago who had a job is 35%. Real close. Okay, now, Sally.
I'm going to go lower. I'm going to keep
That was a good
high.
guess, Robert. You did a good job.
Keep it
Lower
lower.
than the job. All right, is it lower? No. Ooh. All right, Robert. Look here. You got the 6 and you got a...
Higher.
Higher than the 6. Go. It's Susanna's fault. It's not my fault. I just want you to know that, okay?
How many
Now,
sixes do you have in
this
it?
is our fourth and final question of this game, okay? Control is what you're looking for because we're going to play sudden death. Someone has to win the game on the next play of the card, so good luck to the two of you. And this question involves our 10 women who have been married less than 1 year. And, Sally, it's your question. The ladies are ready, too. Now, Sally, before the show, we asked our 10 newlywed women, if your new husband wanted to give his mother a key to your home, would you mind? How many of these 10 women would mind?
I don't think that they would mind because when you get married and your mother-in-law becomes part of your family and you have to trust your family. You do. So I would say only 2 of them are going to mind.
Only 2 would mind. Robert, what do you think about this, sir?
That
Man
don't
of
give me
experience.
much of an opportunity, much of a chance, does it?
Well, you can go lower or higher, either one you want.
Well, I think in the first year, the mother-in-law hasn't butted their nose in too much at the time, and they probably wouldn't mind that the mother-in-law had a key. So therefore, I think it possibly would be a little bit higher.
A little bit higher than that. Now, I want to make sure your answer matches your logic. How many of these 10 women would mind if the mother-in-law had a key? She said 2 of them would mind.
That's real difficult. I'll have to take a chance and stick with my...
Robert, I'm not trying to depress you with these questions. I want
That's
you to know.
right.
Okay.
I'll have to stick with my...
You're still going to say higher?
I'm still going to go higher.
That's okay with me. The actual number of these women who would mind if their husband gave his mother a key to their home is 1. 1. Higher was lower. Well, there's one truthful lady down there anyway. Which one? Peggy, darling. I mean, you just don't want him to give her the key. How come?
Bob, you got to understand her. I don't have a problem. I mean, she's real nice. She loves me. I love her. But she'd probably use it.
Ah, yes. She'd probably come to visit and stay 6 months both times, right? Okay, ladies, thank you very much. Now, this is sudden death, okay? Now, wait a minute, Sally.
I know what I'm going to do.
Wait a minute. I have game show talk.
Oh, okay,
I went to the
sorry,
Bob
sorry.
Barker School of Game Show host. I got to
Okay,
do all of
okay.
this. Now, here's what you got to do. You can play it out. If you goof, he wins the game. Or you can pass it on to him. He must play off the 6. If he goofs, you win the game in the match. So
I am going to
now
pass
you got to pass it. Okay, Robert.
I'll have to go higher.
Is it higher? It is.
I'll have to go lower.
Lower than the Queen. Got it higher. To win the game. Yes. There you go, my friend.
I feel a little better.
As the game's reached one of our contestants, we're going to pause for these words. We'll be right back to play a tiebreaker game to find out who our champion is going to be right after this. See you in a moment.
Watch out for Great Falls, a 3-hour marathon of Russian. 10:30 only on Game Show Network.
Welcome back to Card Shark. Time now to play a tiebreaker game. And you'll notice, contestants, that Susanna's only going to deal out 3 cards. We'll have a maximum of 3 high-low questions. The winner of this game goes on to play for the big money and a brand new car. Good luck to the 2 of you. Here we go. Robert, first question is yours. We surveyed 100 men who hold down a job. We asked them, do you hate your job? How many men said they hate their job?
Well, that's kind of a rough question.
They've all been
I've
tough for you
worked
so far,
hard,
Robert.
and I've worked hard, and I've quit jobs, and I think that I think people would change their jobs if they didn't like it. I think that's going to be somewhat of a low number, possibly 45.
45 out of 100 men hate their job. Sally, higher or lower than 45?
I think there are a lot of people who don't like their jobs. And I, have talked with friends and everything, and there's always some complaints. So I say that they don't like their job. I think it'll be higher.
Even higher than
Yeah,
that?
I do.
Okay. I got to tell you, I love my job. I have the best job in the world. The actual number of men who hate their job, though, is 12. Only 12. No, even higher is lower. Robert, you have the control. Okay, Big Bob, here we go. There's a 6-player change.
Change that card.
Get rid of it. All right. 6 now becomes a jack. That's better.
Lower.
Lower Lower than the jack. It's a jack.
Oh.
Sally, playing free, and your card's a 9.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the 9. No.
Oh.
Aha. Then I'll tell you what let's do. I've got another question for you. I just happen to have an extra one here.
Okay.
Sally, surveyed 100 single women. We asked them, if there were no men in the world, would you still wear makeup? How many single women said they would still wear makeup?
I think that that'll be right in the middle because I think women care about their appearance, whether it's to impress men or just to feel good about themselves. I mean, I would wear makeup not to have a man's acceptance, but just to look in the mirror and say, hey, I look good and I feel good. So I'm going to say 55.
55 out of 100 single women said they would still wear makeup. Robert?
I've got to go along with her that is to be a good question, but I think it's going to be a little higher.
A little higher than that, okay? The actual number of single women who would still wear makeup is 74.
Hey!
All right, Robert, want to keep this, Jack?
Lower.
Lower, the man says it is.
Lower.
If it's lower, you are the new champ. Lower than the 10, yeah! Congratulations, Robert! Sally, you end up with $16,114 in cash and prizes, which includes a new car. You're a neat lady. Good luck with the baseball season.
Thank you. Had a good time.
See you
Okay,
again.
bye.
Come here, Robert. Right over here, my friend. Yes, sir.
Well,
right here. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank
Okay.
you.
I want you to turn right around here where everybody can see all of you. There we
There's a
are.
lot to see.
That's okay. You and I, we stand here, we look like before and after. You ready?
That's right. Big and the little.
I'm before, you're after. Now, these two lovely ladies here, Susanna and Lacey, have a deck of cards that you cut earlier before we went on the air. And here's what's going to happen. Besides all the money that you can win, we've added a couple of jokers to the deck. Every time a joker pops up, that gives you another chance of winning a brand new car. We'd love to see you win it, my friend. So you can win a lot of money. Also, just for winning the match, Susanna has one joker for you, so you know you at least have one chance of winning that car. We're rooting for you, my friend. We want you to win the money, the car, and just have a wonderful time. So you're a good guy. Give the man $200, please, and we're on our way. Here we go, Robert. Okay, Robert, first card is a 9. You can play or change.
Change that card.
Which one would you like, my friend?
Number 2.
Number 2. All right. See what Lace has. The 9 now becomes a 5, and you got $200.
All right. I'll bet $200 higher.
$200 higher than the 5. Is it higher than the 5? It is. You got $400.
$350 lower.
$350 lower than the king. You got it again. You got 7.
All of it higher.
Oh, we're going higher. Look at there. Now, you got $1,500. I'll come up here. I'll give you another $400. You have $1,900, and the 7 is your card.
Change that with number 3.
Number 3. All right. The 7 now is an 8. You've got $1,900.
$100 lower.
100 lower than the 8. The man says, good one. Now you got $2,000.
$1,000 higher.
1,000. Your wife know you're doing this?
Boy, she's yelling at me.
Okay, $1,000 higher than the 4. Yeah. 3,000.
Another 1,000 lower.
Another 1,000.
That's right.
It's like
I'm
going
a
to
big
Vegas.
gambler.
You are a big
Big
gambler.
spender.
My kind of guy. 1,000 lower than the queen. Yeah. Now you got 4,000. Up here you got to bet at least $2,000.
All of it higher.
Woo! Beg your pardon?
All of it higher.
That's what I thought you said.
All right, honey.
Be higher. Yeah. There you go. $8,000, Robert. Okay, Robert wins $8,000. In a moment, we're going to give a chance to win a new car, but we'll be back right after this. In the meantime, you'll be talking to the Martins now.
I need that car now. I need that car. Hey, Arbor Mint. Great idea.
She'll host the Hollywood Squares, followed by Press Your Luck.
And that's all the time we have for today. We're going to have to let Robert win his car next time. For Lacey, Susanna, and Gene, I'm Bob Eubanks. So long, everybody, from Card Shark.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Active Link Leave Press-On Nails Beautify Active Hands Press-On in seconds. Active Link Leave Press-On Nails An assortment of True Value alkaline batteries to power flashlights, tape players, and more from True Value hardware stores and home centers. Cal Decor Cream Spray and in a light moisturizing cream with aloe, so you won't scratch your itch to infection. Used as directed. From the Eureka Company, the Quick Up, cordless and lightweight with its own wall-mounted recharging stand, perfect for quick cleanup. Milk Bone Dog Biscuits, the dog biscuits that get your dog's teeth naturally clean and white while freshening his breath. Fast, effective Q-Tex remover. It actually locks in moisture so your nails get stronger every time you use it. And a member of our studio audience will receive the Classic Series dishwashers from Instinctorator. Has all the features quality and dependability homeowners want. The new Classic Series in quality dishwashers.
These are your friends.
The jury has found you guilty on all charges. But you have an honest face. Case dismissed.
Excuse me. I think you dropped this $100 bill. These are your foes.
I'll keep a real close eye on your boyfriend while you're gone.
I wish I could come down on the price, but we're going to have to order that part from Tunisia.
Friend or foe? It pays to know.
Friend or Foe, weeknights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
Responsible for all these wonderful contestants being up here. We're going to miss her terribly. She passed on. We love her, and we will miss her. And, Carol, these are for you. We love you. Bye-bye.